Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So guys, I have an exciting video today on how to manifest perfect health. It's my own success story of how I've manifested perfect health. It's been quite the journey, but I've actually done it. I'm really happy right now. Everything in my life is absolutely amazing. I got a great relationship, got a great business, got great family, friends, and my health. If anybody knows, that's been a struggle throughout my last few years. Actually, I don't even know how I manifested it. But the funny thing is you don't need to know how you manifested something to change it. So we're going to actually talk about that. I'm going to share my success story and I'm going to talk about how I manifested it. Just before I dive into it, guys, we have a course, how to find your blocks to manifest anything fast. So this course is going to be able to help you to basically sort out your mental diet and, find out that, that things are actually, what's a block and what isn't a block. So for instance, questioning is a block, not questioning like, what is SATs or how to do a mental diet, but questioning, why isn't he calling me? Why doesn't he want to be with me? Why don't I feel good? Why can't the doctors figure out what's wrong with me? Like all of those questioning, why you don't have what you want. Because when you're truly living from the end, right, in the 40 in your mind, okay, your thoughts need to be in line with what they would already be if you already had what you know what I mean? Like if you already had what you wanted. So if you were already married to your SP, would you be questioning why he's not calling you? No. If you were already married to your SP, would you be questioning why he had baggage and didn't want a relationship? No. Okay, so that's where you want your thoughts to be. Is coming from the end of already having what you want, or at least knowing or believing and assuming that everybody involved in your manifestation is there to and wants it. You know what I mean? So all my friends and family love my SP, and we're all and they all help us to get together. My SP wants to be with me, right? All those positive thoughts, right? And for your situation, right? So I also have a course and an affirmation track, how to create the relationship you love. It'll help you basically recreate anybody. That's going to help you to change anything, recreate anybody in your life, whether it be a brother, sister, a mother, a relationship, a spouse, right? As well as our affirmation track, how to get rid of the third party. It's basically an affirmation track that focuses on you and your SP. So it does not focus on the third party. The third party can be anything. It can be a job, it could be a video game, it could be their friends, it could be their work. It's basically them not prioritizing you. So both of those courses are on sale. Link is in the description. Of course, get the free course. Link is in the description as well. With the free course, you'll actually go onto our mailing list, where a lot of our coaches on the team send out free intentions in those little mailing list things. So that's kind of exciting, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I love to hear other people's thoughts on intentions, right? And some of my best intentions have come from people around me, right? So I find that really exciting. So let's dive into my health journey and my health story. So, basically it started like actually a few years ago. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, just couldn't. And I had a story that doctors couldn't figure out what's wrong with me. In Canada, we do have a medical system, but of course, there's a story that the medical system takes too long and it doesn't, and there was just a lot of negative stories. So I remember people telling me, they're just like, oh, you know what, intend you're in perfect health, intend you're in perfect health. And every day I'm like, I intend I'm in perfect health, but it didn't work. Now, why did me just intending I'm not in perfect health work? Well, I had so many other stories. I had a story that my doctor wouldn't figure it out. I had a story that, that basically like, nobody's ever going to figure it out, like a fear, you know what I mean? A belief that, oh my God, you know what, this is so difficult. No one's ever going to figure it out. And then, basically, yeah, just stories around it. And, so what I ended up doing, right, was eventually, so I decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to get a new doctor. My new doctor's going to be really good. He's going to be able to figure out what's wrong with me. So I got a new doctor and he's been really great. Okay. And then I started saying, you know what, I intend that it's easy for them to figure out what's wrong with me. And I intend, that I learn how to, eat properly and take care of myself. And so I went down like every avenue trying to figure out, basically, what was going on with me. Now, it was like a lot of weird symptoms, basically a low immune system, right? Like getting like anything would make me sick. Like, Andrew's 20 years older than me, and here's me, we both get COVID, and I'm dying on the couch for like a week, and I can't even get off the couch. And he's like, just got a sniffle, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is so odd, right? And like repeated shingles, like constantly. And it was like, oh my God. So anyway, and it was just like, and I'm like, you know what? Nobody's going to be able to figure this out. This is what I'm saying to everybody. I'm like completely ill. I don't know if you guys remember, I lost a lot of weight on the channel there. And then I gained some of it back because, I started to feel better, but there was still something going on. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think anyone's going to find this. So finally I was like, no, I've got a good doctor. Okay. And, we've got a great medical system in Canada. I always get treated as a priority. I always get what I need. And I'm like, it's going to be easy for my doctor to find this out. So all of a sudden, I go to get sent to this program, like Total Bridge of Incidents. So I go to this program and it's learning about, macros and, carbs and protein and what we need to eat and health stuff, right? And I was like, I'm really excited and I'm enjoying this program. But the good thing about this program is they do like this complete medical on you, like how well your liver's working, your pancreas, like everything, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, everything. They check everything. And so they were checking my ferrin levels or whatever you call it. And they were like, and they checked it from one time, and then 3 months later, they're like, that's dropping really fast. You need to go check to see if you're iron deficient. So I was like, okay. So then, I go to the doctor. And so he's, checks and he says, yeah, your iron's low, start taking iron pills. Okay, that's fine. So I'm taking these iron pills, right? And I'm still not feeling good. It's getting worse. Next thing you know, like 3-4 months later, it's like, okay, check my iron again. It's even lower. Like it's total, like it's low. It's like, it's bad. So anyway, all of a sudden my doctor says to me, well, you know what? He's like, you can't absorb iron. And he's like, it's pretty common. He's like, no problem. We'll get you IV iron. Okay. And then boom, long story short, get the IV iron. I feel amazing. Like this was this mystery thing, right? So, the moral of my story is, and what worked for me was not just waking up every day and saying I'm in perfect health, because I had underlying stories. Okay. I had underlying story, that, my doctor was no good. So I switched doctors and got a doctor I believed in. And then I had an underlying story about the medical system. Right. And then I had to change that story. So, there was layers that had to be changed. Just waking up every day and saying I'm in perfect health didn't do it. And so of course now, I'm working on, I absorb iron easily and effortlessly. We solve why I'm not absorbing it, and I start absorbing it easily and effortlessly because I don't like getting needles at all. But, so my point is sometimes too, right? Like, I've talked, and I know how I manifested this. Okay. So back when I was like in my early 20s, like I had this job and you got paid for like medical leave anyways. And it was just like, I would manifest not feeling good to get paid time off. Right now, I know I'm not the only one. Okay. I've heard this many times from people. The other thing, not me personally, but I have heard from people that they do manifest getting sick because they like the attention they get from their loved ones. Right. So the point of me, covering these reasons why we've manifested getting sick is because, you've got to start changing all of those stories. Okay. If like, for instance, you work a lot and, the way you get a break is by, getting sick, and then that's your excuse to take time off. Well, then, then that's the story that you need to change. Right. So you want to take a look at what stories you're running, like what racket are you running? Right. And I just forgot to stop running that racket because I don't need to be sick and take time off of my life. My life's amazing. I love what I do. I love that I get to help change everybody's lives and share this wonderful information. Right. So, so it comes down to what stories you're having. And sure, maybe for some people waking up and saying, I'm in perfect health works. But maybe for some of you, you do have those other underlying stories that you do need to work on. Okay. Like you may have a story that, if you don't take your vitamins, then, you're not going to feel good, or, you got to take your vitamins every day to feel good. What stories are you running? What rackets are you running that run your health? Okay. So, yeah. So there's my success story. Yeah. Full disclosure, but you know what? Like I'm human, I know how to do this, and sometimes we don't make a change because it doesn't hurt bad enough. And one thing I will say, about what I went through is the iron deficiency depletion it's just so subtle. You don't really even notice it until like it's like really too late, right? Because all of a sudden your body's like So, but yeah, you know, I mean, I intend all of you guys are in perfect health. I intend you're able to always manifest absolutely perfect health. You know, everything we manifest, it really just comes down to stories and you know, and getting and changing those stories and those beliefs, right? And once you do and you declare your new story, your subconscious mind has to listen, right? So, you know, and it's okay, you know, to take medication. It's a placebo. It's okay to go to a doctor. It's a placebo. Like, I didn't know what I manifested, okay, to make me sick. I didn't know what's going on. So somehow I manifested being iron deficient anemic. Now I don't remember doing it, but then the doctor found it. Now I know what to manifest that I'm not, you know, and I can absorb iron. Okay. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, saying, look at, you know what, I have an infection, I'm going to take those antibiotics. No, but you know what? You manifest those antibiotics. By all means, take them. One thing that gets me in this community, and I hope none of you guys fall for it or believe it, is saying, well, you know what? If you take the Tylenol or the antibiotics, you're not really manifesting. No, that's not true. That is not true. Okay. You manifested those antibiotics. You manifested everything in this reality. Okay. If somebody says to you, no, you need to get rid of that, you know, infection with your thoughts, or else you're not really manifesting, that is not true. Okay. You manifested those antibiotics. You can take them, no problem. Okay. Everything in this reality was created by your thoughts because it's your quantum bubble. Okay. So yeah, you know, and take responsibility for what you manifested. Never blame, always responsibility. But you know, you can take a Tylenol for your headache. Sure, you can get rid of it with your thoughts, but you can also get rid of it with a Tylenol, and both are equally the same manifesting. Okay, like 100%. Anyway, I just want to be clear on that because, you know, I've heard people stop taking medication in the past because people have said, you know, on you know, different social media sites, you know, that's in the manifesting communities, like that you're not manifesting unless you know, get off your medication and cure your disease yourself with your mind. And I don't want anyone to fall into that, because that is absolutely not true. And, you know, if you have a belief you need something, a medication to be better, then it's a placebo, and so be it. You're still manifesting and you're still a powerful creator. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's my video for today. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this with me. And I intend that my story of, you know, manifesting and feeling better and healing myself, it helps somebody else, right? To see maybe where you need to change some stories, right? So, and if you guys need any further help, we have a great team of coaches. Right now, they're all amazing. And actually, Aletha is the queen of manifesting perfect health. That one, she is very good at helping people manifest excellent health, as well as with pets too. So that is one of her big specialties. So definitely check it out. Link in the description, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.